Hey, what's up, guys? Just want to give you a heads up. I apologize. We had some technical difficulties when we were recording this episode. Um, so it kind of jumps in the middle there. So hopefully I can get that straightened out before next time. All right. Again, apologize. My fault. Other than that, hope you enjoy it. Have a great day. Peace.
And then you'll die.
I think personally, a funeral, if you get a chance to speak at a funeral, it is the perfect opportunity to deliver a salvation message. You know what I mean? Why not?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's it. I mean, this is what it comes down to this. You know, I mean, great. Yeah, you don't always get the 2 minute warning. You know, sometimes you get terminally sick and you have lots of time, if you will. Or other days you can just, I don't know, be, washing your hands at the sink and tip over.
Yeah.
So, bottom line is, where are you going to go when you die? Where do you want to go to die when you die? I mean,
Yeah.
do you really want to go to hell? I don't want to go to hell.
No.
No. Should you become a Christian just out of the fear of not wanting to go to hell? No. Uh, you should want to become a Christian. I mean, believing. I'm going to not say the word Christian. I'm just going to say become a believer,
Mm-hmm.
believer in Christ.
Right.
So I mean, yeah,
Yeah. I mean, on that note, I think the fear of hell is probably it's not a reason to become a believer, but it is a good motivator to become a believer,
oh, true,
you know.
true, yeah,
And then after that, then you know, once that relationship starts to build, and then that that fear of hell goes away because you're not going there.
mm,
And then it starts building and building and building the other direction, where you're you're no longer doing the Christian things because you don't want to go to hell. Now you're doing the things that God is leading you to do or telling you to do, and because you want to glorify him and you want to be with him forever and ever.
mm,
I mean, because that's kind of how it was for me when I first first believed. Was I mean, it wasn't that I was hearing like the fire and brimstone sermons or anything like that or whatever, but the more you hear about eternal torment and things like that,
mm,
um, like I said, it's just it motivated me to um want to know the other side better, and then eventually it that ceased to be the motivator, and then the motivator became glorifying God and by growing and closer to him.
mm.
I don't know. That's
Oh, sorry. No, I hear you. I don't know. I can't even think. It's just been mentally, for me, I don't know. I think about things in a different aspect as a lot of people, I think. So,
Mm-hmm.
but that's what I've been thinking about that for like 24 hours, constantly.
Yeah, I can see why. I mean, that picture of the coffin sitting there, just there.
Yeah. It was almost like, we live in a day and age where like we see something like, I don't know, extraordinary or quote unquote cool or
Mm-hmm.
photograph worthy, if you will.
Right.
And it was photograph worthy, but it didn't justify a photograph.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, just a mental snapshot. That's all it needed. Because
Mm-hmm.
anything else would have, I don't know, could have possibly you know, taken away. I didn't want it to lose for me what it means.
Right.
And plus, not my place to take that photograph if there was a photograph to be taken. So, but I saw what I saw, and it was, I don't know, it was heavy. It
Mm-hmm.
was, yeah, it was, it put things in perspective. It took, I don't know, blinders off, if you will, because so many people, you see it like, oh, there's a funeral, there's a casket, there's people, you
Yeah.
know, I want to strip down another when you're just one on one and there's nothing there. Yeah, it changes everything,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I really don't know what to say, man. I wish I could just like take that picture that's on my head and just like put it in your brain so you could see it.
Right.
But
Yeah. Well, I mean, it just from what you described, the I can I I could see almost the coffin and the person standing next to it almost look like a silhouette,
mhm.
and then the gray kind of rainy whatever skies and stuff.
Mm.
It that is probably the closest thing to a picture of what I mean. You could come up with all kinds of different words, loneliness, um, yeah, depression, maybe even despair. I mean, there's a lot of different things that
Yeah.
people might feel that would be a picture of what they're actually feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What it struck me as like emptiness and loneliness at the same time.
Mm,
I don't know why. Well, I know why, because it was like just, I don't know. I've said this quite a few times already, but it's just, just like the only thing there. I know it's for people who don't understand wide open spaces. I mean, it was, you and I understand wide open spaces,
mm-hmm.
but I mean, it was just wide open as far as you can see in any direction. Nothing in your line of view. No trees, no buildings, nothing. Just the open plain with a coffin.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I gotta tell you. I don't know why. I don't know why. Um, God had given you those specific feelings at that specific time, but I know that's too powerful of an image and a story for him not to use it at some point. somewhere.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know, man.
'Cause, I mean, I gotta believe that you were given those feelings and that specific picture for some sort of specific purpose. Because that's too heavy of a deal for him not to use it at some point.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, definitely. For I don't know. This hopefully we strike a chord with somebody, But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's yeah. I don't know. Strike a chord with me, so I don't know. Kind of out of words.
Yeah, yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat because I mean that's just super heavy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, yeah. I mean, was not expecting that. It was tough.
Yeah, I mean that's now. I mean, I can't even imagine being in that moment.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. It's I don't know. We take so many things for granted in life, I guess, because there's always somebody around, or there's a group of people, or you can instantly share things.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me, man, my kids talked me into getting Taco Bell tonight, so not the best idea. Anyways, um, yeah, but there were, it's different when there's like, I think in this day and age where everything's like in your face and instant, and
Mm-hmm.
you can just, click and share. You're surrounded by all your buddies, but I mean, you're just there. No one else. Not a word is said. You're just there.
Yeah.
There's something about that in the human nature and in the human spirit, I think. You're just there. I mean, my wife was there and I had 3 kids in the back seat, but not a word was spoke. But everybody knew. Just everybody knew, you
Mm-hmm.
know? I think people or humans in general are like afraid to talk about it. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
think.
mean, what's there not to talk about? I mean, I screwed up and didn't get to talk to this person, and you know, it's gonna sound selfish, but I have to live with, or you know, I have to live with what I have to live with. That person passed away with whatever they thought I thought about them. That's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
You got to live with that the rest of your life. So don't think around. If you got amends to make amends. I got amends to make with somebody, but I don't know. I mean, I should say I don't know. It should be done. So,
Mm.
but don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait till you're standing there in an open prairie and no one else is there, just stuck with a coffin.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's 2 points. Don't wait, and make sure you know where you're going.
Yeah.
You know. I don't really know what to say, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I can say it wasn't raining, so that was great. It didn't rain until about an hour afterwards. So I think I made a new friend out of it, though. So that's kind of cool. He gave me his phone number. He's good. He's a farmer.
Mm.
So, great big dude. Good night. Anyways, yeah, I really don't. Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
kind of a somber chat tonight, if you will.
Yeah.
Is it somber? Is that the word? Or
Yep.
sober? Somber and
Somber.
sober?
Yeah.
Sobering?
Sobering.
It is
Sobering,
sobering.
yes.
It
Yes.
is sobering.
Absolutely sobering. Yeah.
Yeah. I think everybody should experience that. I don't know. I'd say that, but then you're going to be looking for it. You can't be looking for it. It just
Yeah.
it just sneaks up on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It wouldn't be nearly as powerful if you were. I mean, number one, if you're looking for it, you're going to start seeing it when it might not be there. You know what I mean? It's
yeah. It'll lose its luster, if you
yeah.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a moment in time that I don't know, that you cannot replicate. You can only use to talk about, to maybe help your own benefit and someone else's.
Yeah.
So I guess the goal out of this particular podcast would be, number one, know where you're going. I hope you know where you're going. And two, if there's amends to be made, make it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't wait till you're standing over a 6-foot hole.
Yep.
That doesn't do anybody good.
No. Yeah, literally it doesn't do you any good. It doesn't do
The other person.
the other person
Because
any
the other
good.
person's gonna go thinking
Mm-hmm.
I can't even think what that other person thought about me or how I thought about them.
Mm-hmm.
I can assume, that kind of bothers me because I didn't take the time to fix things, or not fix things, I guess, or I don't know. I didn't do the right thing. It kind of bothers me.
Well, and that, everyone can be in that same boat.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I mean,
5 minutes from now, you know what I mean? It's like,
sure. So that's why I'm kind of reiterating and emphasizing, don't just, I don't know, don't has, try to make things right.
yeah.
I
Yep.
guess.
So basically, what Steven's saying is, if you got somebody you need to make amends with, if you're watching this, push pause, get on the phone, or go over to their house, whatever you got to do, and do what you need to do.
Yeah,
Like right now.
I think I need to write a letter tomorrow to someone, so because I know they won't answer their phone. So, but yeah, Life is short.
Yes, it
You know,
is.
Phil, you and I talk about, being a Christian and being a believer and doing this and doing that. But I mean, the biggest thing that the two number one rules in the Bible are love, um, love, love God. I'm paraphrasing, so forgive me. But love God and love your neighbor as yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
Yeah, and that's
isn't that in Corinthians?
um
I'll find it. You talk.
yeah.
Talk.
But that's a pretty tall order, to love your neighbor as yourself.
Yeah.
Because we as human beings, we're extremely good at loving ourselves.
Oh, it's in Matthew. Matthew 22, 37 through 40. Jesus said to him, who's him? He's talking to the Pharisees and Sadducees. So he's talking to one of them. One of them is a lawyer. So he says to him, "You." Oh, okay. 36. Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law?
Mm.
Jesus says to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and all your mind." This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. There it is.
Yep.
1-2 punch.
Yep. And it's interesting there where he says that the second is like it. So, yeah, loving your neighbor as you love yourself. If you could do that, then in some way you are loving God with all your heart, mind, and soul.
Totally. Because he made you and your neighbor,
Right.
so it's a big circle,
Mm-hmm.
if you will. Oh, man. I've got the biggest crick in my neck from driving. Oh, oh. I drove 500 miles, in case you're wondering, people. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. What are your thoughts, Phil?
Oh
What's
man,
your takeaway? What's your takeaway?
my takeaway is just basically reiterating exactly what you've been saying this whole time is uh, number one, know where you're going, and number two, don't don't wait to make things right with somebody. Don't wait. Don't and that it's not just making things right either. It's don't wait to say stuff that should be said, Don't um don't use the I love you sparingly, you know. if you're leaving for work and it doesn't even have to be for work. You leave the house for whatever reason. What if you were to get hit by a car in your driveway and get killed in your driveway? What would you want the last thing that was said to your kids or your wife to be? You know, and then, treat every interaction that same way. Whether it's the anything from your best friend that you've known forever all the way down to the gas station clerk that you just swung in for gas that you've never stopped at before. Because all of those interactions are important. And the next second of life is not guaranteed. But especially with somebody you need to make amends with, though. If there's any sort of, hurt there, whatever, even if you don't think it's your fault, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, put your pride aside.
Right. Yes.
Sorry.
No, it's exactly what I was getting at. You guys swallow your pride and, go do what you need to do. Man, heavy stuff.
Heavy. Yes, sir. Oh, man.
I always tell when we get into some heavy stuff because there's a lot of pauses and a lot of
Yeah, there was a
thought.
lot tonight because I'm just like, this one was just, I didn't wasn't sure how this was going to go. So usually I'll write it down or I'll write about it, which I've done in the past. But I was like, well, I only got one shot at this. Like, do I want to write about it or I want to talk about it? So I guess I ended up talking about it. So, which is fine with me. So I'm getting better at speaking. Yeah. I'm so stinking tired. I keep yawning. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, it's not like you've had a full weekend or anything,
Yeah, and it wasn't even like I wasn't really involved in anything other than like, support and chasing children around.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, even if you just take the support side of things, that can be tough just in and of itself.
Right.
Then you add on top of that, chasing the little ones around.
Yeah. There's nothing like trying to call your wife in the middle of freaking Montana to find out like where the Benadryl is.
Yeah.
You're like, where's the Benadryl? What pouch are you talking about?
Yeah.
Which backpack are we talking about? Poor Everest and got I don't know, like these hives, like these big crazy hives all over his body, like periodically. So when we stopped to take a break and get a bite to eat. I'm in the truck. My wife was like an hour behind us. With and Everest just broke out in his hives, but he's completely fine. He just face just looks like he got beat with a bat. So I'm like trying to call my wife. I'm like, hey, where's the Benadryl? It's in the pouch, in the backpack. Well, the boys have 2 backpacks. So we're tearing them apart. Sky and I can't find them. I call my wife again, and I'm on speakerphone, I think, and I'm like, where is this stuff? Rah, rah, rah. I can't find it. Da, da, da. It's in the backpack. What backpack? In the pouch. Unzip the pouch. I'm like, whoop, I can't find it. I'm like, I had everything out on the tailgate, dumping stuff out. Everybody thought I was probably out of my mind. Finally found it. All right. I put it in the door of the truck where I could find it. Oh, so that was a mental breakdown of dad today. And Everest just didn't care. He's like, la, 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 la. I want pizza. All right, he's fine. We need to do something about these hives. Oh. Anyways, so no, it was all right. I guess just a lot of driving.
Yeah.
Oh, the older I get, the more I like rather just take a nap in the passenger seat and let someone else drive.
Yep.
Yeah, wake me up when we get there.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah. Wake me up when we get there, when it's time for food. Either
Yeah,
one.
time for food. Yeah. So, whew. What are you doing?
Messaging the wife.
Oh, is it go time?
Yeah.
Oh,
She sent me a message that almost done.
oh yeah.
I said, getting close.
Getting close.
In reality, we really never know.
No, never know.
Yeah.
Yep. I got my hands on some donuts this weekend, so that was a good deal.
Oh, nice.
Walked into the house, there's this big box, and I'm like, where are these come from? They're like, help yourself. I'm like, don't mind if I do. Oh. So I ran extra far today.
Yeah.
In the rain as a little punishment. I didn't care. It feels good to run in the rain. I don't know why, but it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah. So I was running Friday morning, and I was running in Fort Benton. You run down, you can run the river, and then you can run the old bridge. So I run all the way down the bridge, trying to come back. So I'm running down the bridge. I pass this old lady with a dog, right? She's out for a morning stroll. I'm sure of it. Okay. This lady's got no business running. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. I don't think she does. Just the old lady out with her dog. Right. I pass her. She's like, good morning. I'm like, good morning. I pass her, go all the way down to the bridge, and I make the turn to come back. And I see her. She's about halfway down the bridge now, and she's running with her dog. So I turn around and look behind me because I'm like, I just made my turn, and I'm like, I don't think there's anything chasing me. So I'm just like, no, she's running. She's not running for me because it's about 300 yards in front of me, but I'm like, whatever. And she got to the edge of the bridge and stopped. I passed her and gave her like a quick once over to make sure she's okay. But
You're right.
she seemed fine. It's pretty funny though. I was like, why is this lady running? I'm like, is there something coming after us?
You're
Like,
right.
yeah. She's out there doing her grandma trot.
That's awesome.
It was great. I was like, "Go, Grandma,
Right?
get your steps in today." So you're never too old to run, apparently.
Yep.
No. Made me smile. I love that town though. Like I was just running. Like I go there like once a year, and I'm just running down. Out running. Everybody waves to you like they know you. Hey, hey. It's pretty great.
So I had the refuge at church Friday night.
Oh, how was that?
It was a blast. It was a good time.
Nice.
So afterwards, um, the guy that plays the keyboards and he does the percussion too. I knew him from when we lived out here before,
Mm.
and I was talking with him afterwards, and him and his buddy have an online radio station.
Really?
Yeah. Um, I'll shoot you the link for it. It's kind of a they do like the Christian music that you don't hear on the mainstream media or mainstream like radio stations.
Yeah.
So they do like some of the heavier metal type stuff.
Oh, okay.
And it like newer, not newer, but like the the artists that either are having a hard time getting a label to sign them or whatever. They do a lot of that kind of stuff. So
Nice.
right now it's just a 24-hour music. It's just music 24 hours.
Oh, really?
They're hoping to have like a live DJ type of a thing at some point.
Oh, sure.
So I'll shoot you the link for it, and I'll put the link in the description of the video. That
Nice.
way it can hopefully get a little bit of traction.
Yeah. They should do like a trail mix hour.
Right? Yeah.
Telling
Yeah.
be on the radio. That'd be cool.
Yeah. There was something else too that I was going to tell you about, but I don't remember what it is now.
Oh, sorry. Open up my big trap.
No, I actually was
Oh.
hoping that it would come to me while I was telling you about the radio station, because
Hmm.
Yep, nope,
Nothing.
nothing.
Dang it.
Yeah, it happens.
Yep. Yep. Ooh.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I suppose we should probably wrap this thing up here, and I've got to be up earlier than normal.
I got you.
Got electrical inspection on a house that we're doing tomorrow for finish out, and we have to finishing it out tomorrow morning
I
before
got
the
you.
inspection. So
Oh, sure.
I guess thanks for
Yeah.
watching, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
We had there's a little bit more somber note tonight, but we'll definitely do a part 2 of this next week. We'll try to get some of the answers to some of those interesting questions that we asked at the beginning here, and because I'm very curious to know some of those answers myself.
Yeah, totally.
So I guess Um, if you enjoyed this, I mean, hit that like and subscribe and all of that socially media type stuff. And until next week, always remember, we love you.
God loves you.
Peace out.
Peace.